The method used to search for prior art can be broken down into a series of steps. The first step in this process is a brainstorming of keywords or terms that describe the invention. These terms will then be used to search for prior art. There are many ways to brainstorm keywords that describe the invention. One way to do this is to ask yourself a series of questions about your invention. For example, the first question you could ask yourself is, what is the problem to solve? This question should allow you to situate the problem within a broader context. For example, if you're designing a solar tricycle, the actual problem to solve could be to create a sustainable transportation system for seniors or individuals with reduced mobility. If prior art can't be found for the intended invention, which in this case is a solar tricycle, you could look for similar design that solve the problem within the wider context. For example, solar bicycles, solar scooters, solar wheelchairs, and so on. Solutions proposed for these related inventions may be considered prior art. The second question you should ask yourself is, what is the invention made of? If you were to lay out the invention on a table or deconstruct it, what parts would you see? For example, a solar tricycle would be made of a three-wheeled vehicle, a motor, some photovoltaic cells, and a battery. Every one of these parts should also be described using synonyms or equivalent keywords. It's important to be exhaustive to capture all terms that could be associated with the invention. For example, a three-wheeled vehicle or a two-wheeled vehicle could be described as a bike, a bicycle, a tricycle, or a rickshaw. A battery could be described using the word cell or storage, a motor could be described using the word engine, and a photovoltaic system could be described using the word solar. Someone describing their solar tricycle invention in a patent or another type of document could be using any one of these keywords. So if you don't search using one of these keywords, chances are you might miss a patent or document that could be describing your invention. The last question you should ask yourself is, what does the invention do? This allows you to describe the function of the invention. For example, a solar tricycle can be described as energy from a photovoltaic system that provides alternative propulsion power to a three-wheeled vehicle. Sometimes the structure of the invention, which is captured in question number 2, and the function of the invention, which is described in question number 3, can generate different sets of keywords. This can expand the search for prior art, allowing you to find documents pertaining to both the structure and the function of the invention. Remember that the same exercise can be done if you are designing software or apps. Although the invention may not be a physical object, it's still possible to describe it. For example, let's imagine you want to create a bicycle barometer app that helps you decide whether you should take your bicycle or the public transit to work. You can describe what the invention is made of by listing the different components of the app. In this case, the app will be made using Objective-C programming language and 2 APIs. Using the keywords that describe the structure of the app, which is the programming language and the 2 APIs, as well as the function of the app, which in this case is a barometer, you will be able to start your search for prior art. In the next video, we'll look at how to organize these keywords into a search strategy that can be used to search different online resources.